Hello, I'm Mach Kobayashi, and this is a demo video for the new game Castle Tiles, exclusively for the iPad.
Now, I don't actually have an iPad, but I do have a Wacom Cintiq, which is a touch-sensitive monitor, and a stylus. So, let's give this a shot. There's a title screen, and we have Start Game and How to Play. I'll actually be going through how to play in this demo video, so we don't need to read that. Let's click on Start Game. Now, first you'll have to do is tap these corners to select your opponents. You can either choose human players or up to 3 levels of computer players. Let's start with 2 human players in each of these corners. And you'll see that once I've selected at least 2 opponents, I can now choose the level, starting from the easiest to the hardest. The first one just has colors, so let's give that a shot. In this level, all you have to do is pick 3 tiles that have the same color or all 3 different colors.
So easy, even a baby could play. Oh. Oh, maybe not. Okay.
So for example, I can choose 3 red tiles, red, 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 and it launches a fire-based attack. Or I can choose 3 green tiles, green, 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 and it launches an earth-based attack. Or finally I can choose a blue, blue, blue combination, and it'll launch an ice-based attack. But I can also choose one of each of the different colors. Let's see, red, green, and blue, and it'll send off my little army to attack the opponent's castle. Very simple. Now let's try level 2. Go back to the main menu and start game again, and now we'll add shapes to the mix. Pretty much the same idea, except now instead of just red, green, and blue triangles, we have red, green, and blue triangles, squares, and circles. So again, I can choose 3 tiles that are exactly the same, 3 green squares. They're all green and they're all squares, and it'll launch a little earth-based attack. And now I have the option of also choosing 3 tiles that are the same color but different shapes. So triangle, circle, and square launches a fire-based attack. The important point here is that you have to choose exactly the same color for all 3 of them, or one of each of the different colors, and you have to choose the same shape for all 3 of them, or one of each of the different shapes. So for example, if I did blue triangle, blue circle, and blue circle again, that doesn't work because they're all the same color, but they don't have all 3 of the different shapes. And we can also get a little bit tricky by choosing different colors with the same shape. So red triangle, green triangle, and blue triangle. Or we can get super tricky and choose a different color and a different shape. So we have, let's see, red triangle, green square, and blue circle. And the more complicated your shape or your triple match here is, the more damage you'll do to the opponent's castle. Okay, let's try level 3. So go back to the main menu, start game. You'll notice that we're keeping the same 2 opponents, but we can always add or subtract opponents at any time. Let's add an easy computer opponent as well, and we'll choose level 3, which adds numbers. Now you'll notice the computer player is actually pretty quick, but since this is the easy level, they're not all that bright, so they don't always make a set. And sometimes they do. Same object as before. You try to get, oh, look at that, they made a set. You try to get 3 tiles that all have the same color, or all of the different colors, and they all have the same shape, or all of the different shapes, and they all have the same number, or all of the different numbers. So for example, let's try, looks like there's a bunch of green in here. So we'll start simple. 1 square, 1 green square, 1 green circle, and 1 green triangle. It launches off a little attack there. Now if we want to get a little bit trickier, let's try something that's different in both of those or all 3 categories. So okay, here's one. Red circle, 2 green triangles, and we need something blue that has 3 and squares. There we go. That should do it. And voila, a major attack using all 3 different ones. And finally, there's the 4th level, which my wife is actually much better at than I am. But let's try to give this a shot, and we'll add another player. Let's add a hard computer player, and the 4th level adds different backgrounds. So let's try that. So now you'll see that the background's not just the little dots, but you also have a radial pattern and you also have a spiral pattern. So let's see. Okay, here's a simple one. I have 3 tiles that are all green and they're all circles. They're all the different numbers and they all have the radial pattern in the background. Let's try something a little bit trickier. Okay, so I got 1 circle, 2 green triangles, and 3. Yeah, I think that'll work. So now, with the actual iPad device, you could actually create these tiles. You could drag all 3 of them at the same time. Oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, no, these 2 are both rectangles, so I have to actually pick something that's not a rectangle. Let's try. Oh, here we go. Triangle. And they all have the same background. And that's the game. So it'll be on sale on launch day. Enjoy, and thank you for watching.